Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today's going to be something new. I am doing a gameplay of Resident Evil Nemesis with voiceover. I'm doing it in standard mode, which before I did in assisted, so it's a little more challenging. And as I play, I'm doing voiceover, so I hope you like this video. Let's begin. Alright guys, so I hope you're all doing well. So this is just a little first clip of the game. I'm just going to say movie, the game. It's almost like a movie. But this is the first clip of the game. And they're kind of introducing you to Nemesis here on the table. They're injecting him, I believe, like with the virus. And he goes against anybody that is stars. So I didn't want to take this out. So this is just like a little preview. I thought it would be nice to keep this in for people who have not played the game. And then you're going to be waking up as Jill. This is a dream, though, when she wakes up this time, and she looks in the mirror, and she is a zombie. And then, shortly after this, you wake up for real. You kind of have to go back to the mirror. She looks at herself and realizes she's normal, and then you will be getting a call. So, pretty much you know the characters of the game, if you're familiar with the Resident Evil game series. So this is Jill, and in this game, you also play as Carlos, and she actually got suspended, I believe. I have no sound because I'm doing voiceover, but I left a little caption so you could kind of tell what's going on. So she wakes up, she's not suspended from work, and I go to the bathroom. You're gonna look in the mirror, you realize you're normal, then you get a call. So she's coming up now, she's gonna be answering the phone, and this is really where the game begins. So you get a call, they're basically telling you to get the hell out of there, and wait for it. There you go. And that's it. That's how long you have until you come into your first encounter with Nemesis. And this just like got me so scared the first time I played it. So yeah, it really doesn't take that long for you to have your first interaction with Nemesis. I am pretty familiar with the beginning, so I knew what to do. It kind of leads you to where you have to go next. You have to keep moving. If you stop, you will die. And he just kind of is chasing you, and you have to escape. That's the part you start with. She moves so slow that, like, sis, step up your game. I remember playing and I was like, why aren't you running? But yeah, for the beginning of the game, I did really remember most of it. Up until I got to the train station, so that's why I kind of like remembered what to do. But how would you not with such an impactful beginning to a game? So he got beef with her, and he's like terrorizing her, chasing her, and he stops at nothing really to like get to her. See what I mean? Like, bro, what's the problem? I remember playing this and screaming at the TV, like, why is she moving so slow? I thought this was a really great start to the Nemesis game. And a lot of the time you don't even know he's coming. He just pops up and you're like, holy shit. So now he's pretty tied up. He's not going to come back for a little bit. So now you're going to go. You're going to run into someone you know. They're going to tell you like, hey, I know where to go. Let's get out of here. You're going to follow him. And that's where the next part of this game. This is basically where the next part of the game goes. So now you're going to follow this guy that you know. He's basically telling you where to go because there's a helicopter that's going to tell you to meet them at the rooftop. You go with him to take a shortcut to get there. I want to tell you, you cannot get bit any point at this time or it will affect your health. I never got bit at this time yet. And you don't want to do that because if you constantly get bit, you will die, and it affects your, not only your score at the end of the game, but your health when you begin the game. So this is kind of a walkthrough to the beginning. That's how I would describe it. So this guy, you know, he's going to get killed, and you're going to like basically leave him, say sayonara, and you're going to go ahead and keep moving to get to that rooftop to meet that helicopter. So she is taking this back alley to get to where she needs to be, to go to the top of the garage, I believe, is where the helicopter is going to meet her. And on your way there, you are going to run into zombies. You are taking this cop's gun because he don't need it because he's dead, and you are going to move along. Zombies are going to come. You're going to try to shoot them. I would suggest you just run and not waste your time looking back, because until you get your stabilizer for your gun, the shots are shit. So don't even waste your time. And you don't want to get bit, like I said. So if I was to redo it, then I wouldn't have done that there. A zombie is going to come out of the bus. You don't want to get too scared. At this point of the game, you can move around so you do not get eaten. There is a guy in here who does not want your help, and he is going to hide in a truck. Move past him. It's not really important who he is or what he's doing. You need to get to the garage to get to the top of the garage for the helicopter to meet you. You find some ammo there. Definitely pick up the ammo there. If you're a little more peaceful and you want to go a little bit slower to collect things, you can. Just keep in mind those zombies will attack you. So yes, this game has a lot of jump scares, and when you have the volume on, it's much scarier. Since I am doing it with voiceover, I couldn't have that. I do get bit here, I think, but nothing drastic. But this game is really a lot harder on standard mode. So I'm going to the elevator, taking that up to the rooftop of the garage. I'm kicking that guy out, like goodbye. So now we're going to be going to the rooftop to meet this helicopter. So Jill's like probably like, yes, and like the helicopter's like, come on, girl. So you're going to get on the helicopter. And my man Nemesis is like, nah, where you think you're going, girl? But luckily for Jill, there is a car behind her. See how that works out? So she's going to get in the car. She's going to run into him. Do not take too much time on this part. You need to get this car going quickly. The first time I played this game, this is where I died the first time. If you take too long, he does get to you, do die. So get that car started, press that button, and get going here. So now you crash into him. You guys end up falling off of the building. The vibration for the Xbox controller too is insane. I definitely recommend you play this though, with whatever level you want to play. There's even a more harder level, but I think standard is okay. Assisted, I didn't even realize I did assisted. I thought it was still challenging on assisted, but you could definitely tell the difference now as I look back playing it. So you get up, he's going to rise, and he's going to be walking with flames. Your man Carlos is going to be coming into the picture. This is where you first meet Carlos. He's going to save Jill. From here, you are going to follow Carlos into the train station. There are passengers that they have in a car that are safe, and the idea is that you're going to work with him and this guy he works for to get the train moving, to get to safety. Sorry, but Jill doesn't like the guy he works with. There's a whole thing, but the idea is that you follow him to the train. There's going to be a cut screen telling you basically that you have to get the train started to get out of here. With this game, it's really important that you combine the gunpowder and the herbs to get stronger health and to make ammo. Different gunpowders give you different ammo, and I believe even certain ones give you those rocket launcher, like those fire launchers and stuff. So you want to look that up maybe before you do it. You want to have an idea kind of the map. Before I started the actual gameplay, I did look at the map quick just to get an idea. And you want to be mindful of your surroundings at all times when playing Resident Evil Nemesis. So yeah, this is just the cut screen I was telling you about, where the guy he works for is telling you about the passengers in the train car behind you and how you want to get them to safety. You want to go with them to get to safety, and the problem is the train's not moving. You need to go figure it out, and you need to get that train moving to get out of here. Basically telling Jill, like, girl, I need you to help me to get out of here. So he's basically telling you that he needs you. I think in the long run he does end up using you, or maybe not him. No, maybe not him. I'm trying to remember everything as I go. So you're just going through this. After this cut screen is when you begin the game. You are alone, and you are going to try to get that train started. Now, as I walk through Raccoon City, the streets, there are different stores you need to pop into. Since I already played the game and I got a good score, I started off the game with, I think, a picklock and a, I can't even think, I think to cut through gates and metal and whatnot. So I started off with that. So as I get to my safe room upstairs from this train platform, there's a safe box, a place to save, and this wheel. Where this wheel you need to collect, I believe, 3 gems, and it gives you things as you put the gems into that statue. So once you leave here, you find some articles. You need to pick up these memos, and you need to realize that these boxes you could cut open with your knife. Don't waste your bullets. There's going to be little boxes here and there that you can cut open, and they have items in them as well. What I meant to say is a box to put it's like your inventory. It's where you put your weapons. It's not a safe box. I don't know what I'm saying here for the time. Hello, Stephanie. So he's basically telling you, like, girl, let me know when you get upstairs. And you told him I got here. So now you're going to go ahead and do that. Try to use try to use as least amount of ammo as you can, because it's very scarce and you don't really need it. You can really move your way around these zombies for this part of the game. So I'm getting what I need. I'm opening this box. I'm collecting items, putting things away. I already found 2 plants that I created a little herb patch with for stronger health. And I'm just getting myself ready, and then we're going to go out of here. There's a little gate you're going to slide through. Collect these memos. Save. I would go ahead and save after you do everything that you do here, because you don't want to repeat the beginning over and over and lose that. So after you save, you're going to go out of that gate there. I tried my best to cut out load screens and the parts where I'm putting my items into the inventory. So if you get that now and then, I apologize. Alright, we are ready. And we are going to go now. Where's she going? Oh no, we're not going to go now. I apologize. She's going to break open the box. Like I said, with the knife. You get another herb. Put that away. I believe these purple ones are for poison, these purple plants, and you're going to need that because you're going into a room after you get the train moving, I think. There's like this plant thing with bugs, and they're going to infect you with poison, and you're going to need that plant for later. So right now you could use the sprays and the green plants, double them up to make a stronger health, but don't use the poison purple plants yet. Now, I believe I'm going to put something away. I didn't get these screens off. I apologize. And then I think, yeah, now we begin. Let's go. Let's do this, Jill. By the way, I apologize when my dad is so loud and you could hear his whole conversation, because why not be extra loud? So, what am I doing now? Okay, now I'm leaving. Right off the bat, there's a zombie. You want to avoid him. I found out there's actually a loop here. Later on, and I could kind of weasel my way, confusing him, so I could get past. In the beginning, I admit that I did not know that I got grabs, but later on, I realized there's a smooth way. See, there's a loop there, and you could just kind of go around, confuse him, and get out of that. There is ammo over here on the can. You want to pick that up, and then there are zombies. These zombies really don't seem to die. They keep coming back to life, which is something I don't personally love with the newer Resident Evil games. It's much harder with the zombies, and like I said, your gun is not that great until you get the stabilizer. I would, I know it's hard to say not to even waste your bullets, but if you could get around these two, try to do that. I try to shoot them in the legs, take out their legs, so that's a little more helpful for me personally. So just to tell you, when you do get those stabilizers for your handgun and your shotgun, I don't know if there's another gun that has one, it does really help a lot with your shooting and killing zombies. But it takes a minute to get them. I think you unlock one when you put the gems into the statue. So I do want to just mention, you do have to go into these stores. I started off with things to unlock these doors, but if you don't have those things, it's going to take you a minute this first part of the game. There's another box. Switch to your knife, open it. She is going to see that the path has fire, so you need to get a hose to essentially put out that fire, because you need to go there to get the train started. I think it has something to do with the getting the train to go. So essentially, for the majority of the game, you play as Jill. Carlos is really not a helper of any sort until you play as him later on, but that's not yet. You have a long way to go here. So you see the fire. He basically tells her, like, girl, gotta put it out. So you don't have the hosey yet. As we turn around, this gate with zombies are going to, the gate with zombies is going to fall. And what you kind of want to do is, that might have been a double of the same thing. I apologize. When I edited it, I might have just put the same clip twice. So this gate with the zombies is going to actually fall. You're going to hit this can here of fuel, I think, and it's going to explode. And you want to get the zombies as close as you can before you do that, so you take out more zombies. I just want to basically get the zombies as close to this can to blow them up, and you want to do this and hit the little electrical fuse boxes like I'm going to do now, to electrocute them so they stay in place. These will help tremendously to get around zombies, and the other ones maneuver around. I wasted so much time doing this. Now I realize I should have just went around. This part of the game is a majority of just going back and forth into the shops, collecting items, unlocking things, and putting them in your inventory, saving. You have to do a lot of back and forth for this first part of the game because you don't have a lot of room and you find a lot of items that you have to keep putting in, and it's a little bit back and forth repetitive, but that is basically how the first part of the game goes. I'm going to have to take a short break here to go cook. I'll be back. So I did also speed this up, so that's why it looks a little bit crazy, because I want to get as much as gameplay as I could get into the video, because there are kind of limits to how much my phone can hold, and then I think how much time you can put certain videos on YouTube. I don't even know, but hopefully this video goes the whole majority of what I filmed. This video did get cut off at some point because my phone died. It just stopped filming. So I did play the game today for about 30 minutes, and I did get a lot done considering, because I found all my items. I have the hose already. I found the shotgun. I found the stabilizers. I found the gems. So at this point, it's just about getting that train moving and putting out that fire when I play next time. So you do kind of just want to be mindful because zombies will pop up here and there. I do get grabbed sometimes. I'm not perfect, you know. In standard mode, it's a lot harder. So I try my best to do what I can. My favorite thing is to kind of take out the legs, because then that kind of makes them just crawl. It's easier to get around them. So I try my best to do what I can. This zombie was really annoying. I got a little damaged here and there. I did use some of my herbs and stuff, but I didn't die, which is the main thing. Getting bit up, you know, it's expected in a zombie game. So going ahead, and I found some stuff in this room. I unlocked a box in this room, used my herb, and I'm just kind of going back and forth to collecting items at this point. Pretty much, you guys, I am really good at Resident Evil or zombie games as a whole because they're my favorite. Resident Evil tends to be my favorite kind of game series along with Sims. I've played all of the Resident Evil games, even way back on old consoles where they had shitty gameplay and controls. When I played this the first time around unassisted, I did get a B as my final score. It is the easier mode. I don't know what that would be like on standard. For a remake, this game is very challenging. It is hard. So you play at whatever level you feel comfortable and don't get discouraged because this game is really hard. I'm not really sure what happened. I got cut off, but it's not too much about your end score. It's really just about accomplishing what you can and having fun while playing the game. So don't let it get you down if you want to play it assisted. There's 3 modes, I think. Do what you want, what you feel comfortable with. The game is very challenging and hard for a remake, though. I will tell you that, and I will tell you my honest opinion is this is the hardest one I've played so far, because I played the remake with Leon and Claire, and this one is really at a different level of difficult. And I can tell you that the game is not slow. It's not, you know, this game is very intense. Right now it may seem that way just because I'm finding things, but once you get back to the next part when you interact with Nemesis again, it's just as impactful as the beginning of it. So I believe I either found the shotgun or the hose. I'm trying to take out the guy's legs. See, like out of nowhere zombies just pop up. You really have to be mindful of your surroundings. They just are something else, these zombies in the remakes. They don't go down very easily. That's the one thing I don't like about the remakes for this one and the one for Leon and Claire. But use those cans. I do get pretty banged up, but I never die, and I'm not gonna say I never die. I never died yet. There's still so much more of the game to come that's harder. This is not that difficult. This is just moving back and forth. And I know it's really repetitive. And yes, the zombies do come through doors, they follow you. Just be mindful, you know? Have fun, but keep your eyes open. And if you are picking up background noise, I do apologize. I'm trying to do this as best I can. This voiceover is very challenging to do when everyone is home. I did not cut out this screen either, so I'm putting things away, moving around just to get what I need to get this game to move along. Thank God I haven't had to interact with Nemesis again so far. That does come up though again. I believe once you put the fire out, he comes back. But I could be wrong, but that's what I'm going to go with. I don't remember too much, like I said, because the last time I played this is when it first came out. And since then, I haven't really replayed it, and you do forget some things. So there's some parts that I still get jumpy and scared about because I don't remember that stuff happening. I think what I'll end up doing for YouTube is Resident Evil Mondays, and I'll finish this if you guys want, let me know, and then I'll go on to the Leon and Claire remake that I have for Xbox, and then after that go on to older Resident Evil games that I have. I could do that, have it be Resident Evil Mondays, let me know if you want that, and then have another day of the week where I play random snippets of other random games if you'd like that. I got asked to do gameplay again. I had it on my IGTV, but then I stopped, but people seem to like this. If you like this, then let me know. I have no problem doing these, and I prefer doing them with voiceover though. So I just kind of want my YouTube to be a place for everybody, that everybody has something they can watch and relate to, and there's always something on my page for everyone. That's kind of the outcome that I want to give with my YouTube channel. I think that it's really important for people to have something to watch, and there's something that everybody can get into, because not everybody likes makeup or watching you cook, so I get that. I do want this to develop though, and I want to come up with other new ideas for my channel, so if you have other ideas for me, let me know. I am very quirky, and my voice is very different, I would say. But I do the voiceovers this way. I can kind of walk through what I did with you guys and give you more information on it. If I'm playing and I'm recording myself playing, first of all, my facial expressions are going to be like, ugh, and I'm not going to be able to concentrate the way I am now with voiceover. So I'm sorry that this is repetitive, but it is so back and forth because you really have to get so many items, and you have like no space at this point. Until you put those gems in, I believe you get a pouch for more items. But for right now, you need to go back and forth. You have to unlock the safe, you have to do this, you have to do that. So it does get repetitive, so I'm sorry, but the first portion of this game is very repetitive, but it doesn't take away from the gameplay because it's very intense going back and forth and doing it safely, because if you make one wrong move, it could affect the whole game. I would say that I really do recommend Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, the remake for your console, whichever one you have, to get it and play it. I just think this is such a great remake, and so is the one with Leon and Claire. They are challenging while still being fun and different in their own unique way. Much different, I think, from the original of both, because the graphics are so much better, but not only that, it's just so different and so much more intense, so much more scary, so much more you have to do, and I like that in a game. The only thing I would not say that I love is the zombie interaction and how difficult it is to get rid of them. But see, as I unlock things, you get items. So that's the only downfall for me in this game. And don't think that in the Leon and Claire one there isn't a big boss like Nemesis. There is, and it is just as much of a cat and mouse game with the boss. Now I'm getting grabbed. I swiftly go around that guy. That was nice. And then I'm gonna get grabbed again when I get out of here by the cop. I do think in standard mode you do get grabbed more. I'm unlocking this door now that I didn't even know I could open. I think in like when you play regular and you haven't unlocked anything, you're not able to open this door. But since I played so good the first time around, I unlocked 2 items that helped me to unlock more things as I played. Just like any other store, you're going to go into the store, you're going to get items, and then this zombie is actually standing in my way and I have to get rid of him. And then I think I have to actually come back here because I don't think I have room at this point to get those 2 items. So it's a lot of back and forth, but it makes it challenging, I think, and I wasn't bored by it. Oh my god, I apologize. My dad is so loud and you hear all of his conversation. So anyway, I'm going back and forth. This guy is like grabbing me nonstop. Like, I can't even. I have to go back. As you like go around, you find out that everything is kind of looped together and like one doorway or one way goes to the other place, and so you kind of figure out a more swifter way of approaching all the different places and getting back and forth as you play the game. So let me see. I'm gonna go put items away. I think I have to go back now, and I have to go get those items I wasn't able to get, and I think the cop is still there, and it's you know, this is how a zombie game is. So it's challenging. I think I really like Jill. I don't think that I love so much playing as Claire. I definitely do think I appreciate Leon and I appreciate Jill as characters a little bit more. I'm not going to jinx myself, but the last time I played the Leon and Claire version of Resident Evil Remake, I don't think I had as much difficult of a time with Mr. X. I was able to kind of get around him, I think, but he's just as intimidating as Nemesis, so it's just as great. I really do like Leon, though, as a character, just as much as Jill, but if I had a choice, I would probably go with Jill because I'm a girl and having a girl character is such a vibe. I think they dropped the ball with not having an Outbreak remake. That was my favorite of the Resident Evil game series, the Outbreak. And the Outbreak takes place in between Leon. So I like that. I like how it all intertwines, the series. They all intertwine into one another. That's cool. I think, like, you just heard my stomach growl. I, like, have such a noisy stomach, too. Like, this picks up everything. So now I unlocked the pouch, but... So it really, like, picks up all noises. So I'm going back out, and I still have more to do, but I think I just completed all of the gems, I want to say. And I got all my items from that statue with the gems. So I do think at this point I had a different level of confidence, even though I think I'm going to get grabbed here. But I do think I had a confidence at this point, like, yeah, I could definitely do this. And, you know, I was feeling myself at this moment when I was playing the game. I could tell you that. So go through here and I'm going back again. I was like, yeah, when I pushed that guy off, because that guy is all up on me. You feel me? So I was like really happy when I was able to push him off and not get bitten. So I'm not really sure now if I'm going ahead across this platform, this little like stairway thing to the next part and getting that gem. If I'm gonna go unlock the safe, I don't know. So if I'm unlocking the safe, oh yeah, I think I'm unlocking the safe now. I'm gonna go get the combination to unlock the safe. So then I don't think I got the last gem. So I maybe got 2 gems at this point, and now I'm going for the blue one, the third one. Let's see if that's right. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna get the combination for this lock. The combination for this lock is in the store that you have to go through this doorway to get to. There are the 2 zombies in here, and at different times they both come to life. So do your best to use this kind of door thing. Don't make that mistake like I just made. So do your best to get in and out of this doorway without getting eaten. There is, oh my god, there is ammo in those boxes behind you, so don't miss that. Go ahead and make sure you get down these stairs. You want to look down and kind of around before you go down these stairs, because at a certain point it is swarmed with zombies. So that's not that yet. So later on it must be that way. So now I'm going to go into this thing again to kind of just, I think I'm going to put away items. I'm not even really sure. So where did I go in here? No, that was a total mistake and I wasn't even supposed to go in there. And now that was such a big no because I'm going to get attacked by zombies. Oh god, so try not to do that. You don't want to go back to places you don't have to go to. It takes up time. I'm in caution. You get bit. What a mess. That was a big no, Steph. Like, I don't know why you went back there. I went to the wrong door. Again, check your map so you don't do like I just did. Oh man, this is where my phone dies. So it's going to end abruptly, guys. This is the end. So I hope you guys like this video. Please like and subscribe. This is just me going now to the end wall to get the combination off that poster. So again, like and subscribe. I hope you like this video. Bye, guys.